Ningesema kwa hii interview, be prepared to sing. I have a bad voice.
It's okay. Mine is worse.
Twazienda mos, haraka haraka haina baraka.
You almost made this guy start in serious dancing. We have asked you to note down some of the ways you think Riara has contributed to who you are today. And you gave us some nice responses which we've printed today. And we want you to walk us through each card and give us the story behind each card that we made for you today. How do those cards make you feel?
It takes me back to those early Riara days because it was a long time ago. And I'm not that old. My name is Dr. Odhiambo, and I attended Riara Primary School from the years 1990 to 1997. I'm currently a cancer specialist practicing in Nairobi. I'm also a lecturer and program director at the University of Nairobi. I run a training program for oncologists from Kenya and around Africa. So I think the first thing I'd like to talk about is Riara made me resilient. So I remember there was a white Ford school bus before Riara had all these many buses that used to pick us from home. It's one of those old Fords which had a transmission on the side of the steering, and it would break down from time to time. And those days, the directors would send their Mercedes-Benz to pick us from home, to take us to school and back home. So I think when you see that type of dedication from founders, from the people in charge of your education, it rubs off on you, and you develop the same character of resilience and, making every tricky situation to work for itself. So the excuse would have been just stay home, there is nothing to pick you, but they would send their car to pick you to make sure you attend school. I think my ability to navigate between difficult situations now in my career and move from good to bad to worse, almost in a continuous cycle over and over, has stemmed from the resilience that was etched into my personality at a very young age, and I know I got that from Riara. Riara made me innovative. I yearn for change all the time. I don't like things remaining as they are. I'm constantly driven by the urge to find a new way of doing the same thing, and not just existing because something is happening the same way. That urge to innovate started in my early days in Riara, and I'll speak to it from a tech point of view. I love computers. Anything digital, anything tech, anything software. I have a hidden love for it. I remember in Riara when computers was becoming a thing, they set for us a computer lab which we had access to, I think from 1995, if I can remember well. And that's the same time Windows 95 was just being launched. It's probably the first time computers got color into them, and there was a start button, and we had a mouse to use the computer with. And in that moment in Riara, we had a fully kitted computer lab. And I think my innovation gene probably was born at that point. Like, I remember the time the computer lab was opening. It was on, I think, on top of class 1 and 2 and 3, where it was on top. And I remember the time it was being opened, there was almost like a soft launch of some sort. It was actually a very big deal. It's the first classroom I remember that they had to chomelea like a steel blank because it was locked with like a million padlocks, because I don't know how much computers costed at that point, but probably it was expensive to set that up, and it was a proper lab. We were taught, basics of computers. We had computer games. We played Doom and other games in that lab. So it's for you to access a computer in 1995 as a primary school child was, in my view, I think unheard of at the time. And when I'd go back home and we were chatting with the neighbors, like, you guys, do you have computers? Like, guys are like, huh, computers as our school? No, I don't think even, I don't know, but I think probably we were one of the first to have computers in primary school at such an early age. And that was a privilege beyond privileges, because it was not examinable in KCP, so there was no, schools didn't need to have computers by education law or anything. So it was something Riara did for us, I think, because they knew or they understood that there would be a future where you'd not be able to thrive without knowing how to use a computer, without having computer skills. So it helped me. It has helped me, and it's continuing to help me up to now. So Riara made me creative. I think kids who went to Riara during my time had a different, almost personalized musical experience. Eric Wainaina, used to play for us piano. At that point when you're a kid, you don't even know how much of a celebrity this person is or what they're going to be. And several musical celebrities would visit Riara, would come to Riara and do voice training and sing. Or Jimmy Gathu would come, Eric Wainaina was there. We had access to that from very early on. So you develop the interest, you develop the love for me. I think, I'll just call it straight up love for music. That was there right in front of us. I would run home to watch those musical shows at 6 p.m. There was Rapem. On Tuesday there was Kaskas. On Wednesday there was Rastrat, then Jamadelic, then Rhythm and Blues. Every day, Monday to Friday. So the holistic education that I got from Riara that had a strong musical component in it is quite applicable to my daily life today as a doctor. I deal with very stressful situations on a day-to-day basis. I am an amateur DJ, not for profit, for mainly fun and also for mental balance. In fact, today I'm going to spin for a party for our workers in the cancer center to entertain them. And it is me playing the music, the doctor who is playing the music. I was actually featured in Business Daily earlier this year for this particular for this particular interesting talent or gift that I have as a professional doctor, because there are not many doctors who are DJs or who even appreciate music to the level that I do. And I do not take that for granted. I can say for sure, if I was not in Riara, that musical exposure from an early age would have been absent. So Riara made me disciplined. So back in my time in Riara, I think my teachers were like my second parent. They were fully invested in not only our academics, but our well-being. So we really had to, at home you follow rules, but even in school you had to follow rules, you had to obey rules. And I think that discipline that was etched into me at that time, I've carried that character with me up to now. And to do the work that I do without discipline is not possible, because you cut across many sectors. You have to teach, you have to mentor, you have to take care of patients, and that requires a very high level of discipline. That discipline and work ethic has helped me to balance many aspects of my life, because I do many things. In addition to being a teacher, I'm also a parent, I'm a husband, I'm a father. I currently also serve in the board of Nairobi Club as a director, where Dr. Gashukia once served as the president of the club. So you can see how, you know, things just translate from one phase to another, and through that exposure and through that discipline that we got when we were children, it's actually visible now that I'm able to do all these things within one person, and that's because I'm disciplined. Riara made me a leader. The Riara environment was a multicultural environment. I remember the sports days. I was in Chui House. Competition and the need to compete and win was really a big thing in Riara. And that teaches you to want to thrive. And to thrive, you also have to learn to work with people. You needed people skills. I was top 40 under 40 Business Daily in 2017 at the age of 33, because of the leadership positions that I had already had until then. And these were cultivated from that rich, holistic environment that Riara gave me. That environment made me confident. That confidence is what I use today to advocate and to be a leader in the various things that I do, which are both local and international. And I think without that nurturing at a very young age, it wouldn't be possible for me to talk on TV and say 1, 2, 3 things, or to advocate for cancer patients, NHIF package to be increased, or to lobby internationally for better care in Africa, to be a leader in the university, to train medical specialists from all over Africa. And people also look up to you because they see how you are propelling yourself in the leadership space. And all those success stories, they stem from the environment that I was in for 8 years, gathering that confidence day by day. I think in many ways I can confirm that Riara indeed made me. So thank you, Riara. Thank you, the Gashukias, for what you've done in my life. All my previous teachers, and you've shaped me into who I am today because of my time there. So thank you for that, and thank you, viewers, for listening to my Riara story. I hope it inspires you, some parts of it or all of it inspires you to be the best version of what you can be.